Howdy, welcome to the video surprise of the day. Today we're going to look at the 2023 Honda HR-V SUV. So it's going to be redesigned by Honda for the 2023 model year. Before you get started, please hit the subscribe button. You want to be notified new videos, hit the bell icon. I really like the video. Please help me out with thumbs up. I'm back, folks. So we're looking at the new second generation Honda HR-V. So this Nordic Forest Pearl is this beautiful color. It looks a little bit bluish to me, and it's a very beautiful blue that is. And you can see the front fascia on this EXL model. So this one going to be a little bit more loaded than say the Sports or the LX model. So it's going to come in 3 different models only in particular. So what they're trying to cater to the younger generation, or somebody that just got out of school, or or it could be a vehicle for the son or daughter or something like that. So it's not going to be a big vehicle overall. You can see that over here. So this one is loaded with the EXL with the options. You can see there's the 17-inch wheels over here. There's also machine finish as well, so that's something to note. If you're going for the base model, you also get the 17-inch, but if you're going for the sport, you're going to get the 18-inch wheels. So that's something to note. The 18-inch Berlina block alloys, that's what it's called. And yes, this one comes with a 16-valve double overhead cam IV-Tech inline 4-cylinder engine and makes 158 horsepower at 6,500 RPM. Torque is 138 pound-feet at 4,200 RPM. Red lines at 6,800 RPM. So yes, continuous variable transmission, 3-mode drive system, Econ, Normal, and Sport. So that's the thing you're going to get for the drive modes. And yeah, it's going to be a pretty nice size vehicle. It's not going to be a big vehicle. I think the CR-V is going to be bigger. So the wheelbase is 104.5 inches, right? And the length is 180. It's about 180, 179.8. Right, the height is about 63.4 to 0.8. So 63.4 is the EXL model. The sport model, amazingly, is a little bit higher with the 63.8. The width is 72.4, right? And this vehicle, you actually could take it off-road a little bit. You could see that over here, and that'd be okay. But it's not meant to be for very intensive off-road. So, a little bit off-road, like part-time off-road, or you need to do some camping or go around the mountain back or something. This vehicle went well for you overall. So keep that in mind. It's very versatile as well too. It has 10 airbags, including the next generation driver and front passenger airbags. It has blind spot mirrors if you get the Sport and EXL model. It also has the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility. Right? So those are all great features. And what do you think about the look? EXL has better trim, I can tell right now, the bumpers and little touches. The sport model is a little bit between the LX and the EXL model, right? There's no EX models. EXL, and you got the sport, and you also got the base, which is the LX. No fog lamps in particular. You can see that over here. All right. So the front fascia and the back looks pretty good overall. It looks similar in a way. Some parts look similar to the current HR-V, so they retained that. So it has a wiper in the back. You can see that. That's great if it's really raining hard. Notice the bumper looks kind of glossy on the EXL model, and you can see that on the sport model. It's kind of like not too fancy. I could say it that way. Just plastic, right? Not glossy at all. So think about this. I mean, the ESL model looks a pretty nice vehicle to haul away with some small furniture or something. That would not be a problem at all. For a commuter vehicle, I guess, this would be great. So, a lot of things you could do, a lot of versatility, I could say, from looking at this nice vehicle over here. So And let's take a look at the interior here. So, you know, like the interior is not too stylish. It's not over the top or anything like that. It looks like there's ample room, but it's not going to be a lot of elbow and leg room overall because this is not going to be a big vehicle. You can see that over here. It's not a luxurious vehicle, but it has a lot of, you know, design things that carry over from the other Honda models like the Civic in particular, right? So looking at the steering wheel, you got the cruise control, lane departure, collision mitigation on the right, and on the left, you got the phone and volume functions, and also the skip on the video, right? You still on the console, you still have the temperature, climate settings, and there's knobs with that, and you can see that very reachable, and a lot of special touches like the vents over here. It has these nice, almost not really chrome, I guess, but it's like metal finish. It looks really nice. That's different, right? Yes, on the EXL that you see over here, you're gonna get the 9-inch HD color touchscreen with volume knob, customized feature settings, and smart shortcuts. Yeah, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and on here you're gonna see the different modes that you could select. You know, normal, snow, and sports. All right. So that's a, you know, very easy to cycle through if you like, and you still get the speedometer, and you know the miles per hour will be shown in the middle, and the seats over here. The seats, right? Looks pretty comfortable seats, right? It's gonna be looks like it's leather, just as EXL. That stands for it's leather, and you're gonna get 10 airbags with this as well too, including the driver and front passenger airbags. Perforated seats. That's really nice. You know, they didn't say anything about ventilated seats in particular. It'd be nice if it is, you know. But you can see the seats and stuff like that over here are not bad at all. I mean, not going to be a luxurious vehicle. I keep on saying that because for the price point, it's a very reasonable price point. You know, so you still get the shifter over here. You can see that, and you got the controls. All right. Also, you got a reasonable size, you know, storage in the middle console over here. This one has the sunroof, which is really nice. You know, some of the vehicles at this price point, you know, this one's about 30K, right? This is the all-wheel drive one. There's a front-wheel drive that's a little bit cheaper. It's about, you know, about 29K, I guess. So you can sit 5 passengers in this one, and however, I do want to mention there's no vents, but there's a little storage area over here in particular. It's great for the second row folks to put the phone there, I guess. Yes, the seats do fold down, which is great. All right, so now we're gonna take a peek at the sport model. So it's HRV Sports Trim one, and a little difference, I guess, if you want to do a comparison quickly. And this one's gonna have the 19-inch wheels. So let's take a look at those 19-inch wheels over here as we see this car going by. And these are 19-inch Berlina black alloys, right? So they're doing 225, 55 R18 tires compared to the LX and EXL with the 215, 60 R17 tires earlier. All urban gray pearl. This beautiful color over here. Actually, the color looks pretty good, in my opinion. Both of these colors look really modern and very good. They're newer colors that you don't really see in previous Hondas that much, right? You might see in the current ones out there right now, but you don't see it in the past. I mean, I used to have a lot of Hondas. I could tell that for sure, right? And it looks like it's going to have ample power, urban or little light off-road vehicle. So you got the wiper in the back. One thing I want you to pay attention to is like, look at the bumper here. It's so much different from the EXL. It's just plastic. There's nothing really great about this bumper. So notice that the trim does make a difference. If you want the EXL, you're gonna get a, you know, little special touches here and there. But the one that steals the show on the Sport is actually the wheels. You know, these 18-inch wheels are really nice. And you know, that's a big thing about the Sport model. That's gonna be a big draw for those folks that looking for the Sport model. So the Sport model for the all-wheel drive with destination that is about $28,395, and just front wheel drive is $26,895. So keep that in mind. A little bit on the MPG, which I didn't get to talk about earlier. So if you're going for the sport model, this one in particular, 26 city, 32 highway, 28 combined for front wheel drive, and you're gonna lose a little bit if you do the all-wheel drive. It's gonna be a 25 city, 30 highway, and 27 combined. And if you went for the EXL, the one I showed earlier for the all-wheel drive, is also going to be 25, 30, and 27. 27 is combined. So pretty much that's consistent for all LX Sport and EXL for the all-wheel drive. You lose a little bit on the MPG, but a combined is really a difference about 1 MPG, which is not a whole lot to say. So you actually could take this vehicle, like I mentioned earlier, off-road, even with snow, but how you want to get all-wheel drive if that's the case, right? Available real-time all-wheel drive with intelligent control. So new hill descent control feature, standard across the lineup. So that's a nice thing. Standard Honda Sense system with new front wide view camera, new traffic jam assist, and traffic sign recognition, standard front knee and rear passenger side impact airbags, and also it has full independent rear suspension. So that's pretty nice. This is based, according to this is based on the new Honda global architecture, like the new 11th generation Civic. So that's why there's a lot of resemblance in it, even in the interior, to the Honda Civic. So something I wanted to point it out. And if you get this one, the standard touchscreen is going to be 7-inch, by the way, compared to the EXL, which is 9-inch. Would that 2-inch really make a difference to you? So that's something you got to decide. Little things here and there, right? But definitely the redesign, in my opinion, looks really good. And you might want to check it out if you're looking for a smaller SUV that doesn't really eat too much gas, I guess, because fuel prices are pretty expensive right now. And plan ahead. And even if this one comes out, it might be a little bit hard to get one in particular. There aren't that many vehicles out there, and I know Honda has been having some challenges delivering some of the vehicles because supplies are short for the components. So, but this is going to be one of the good contenders for the SUV if you're shopping for an SUV. Also, I recommend you not maybe get immediately this one. Maybe wait a few months when all the bugs are started working out. If you're looking for liability and such, that maybe wait like about 2 years, 1 to 2 years after it's released, then most of the bugs will be worked out. Anyway, hopefully you like this video. I really appreciate a thumbs up. Have a comment to share, please leave it below. Or you have a comment to share just to help others, leave it below. And I see you next time. Have a good one. Bye.